Commissioner Nakwesi a year from Studio Room 4, and Studio Room 4 is under Central Film Studio. Central Film Studio, it's a television, film, radio production house, and we do a lot of things. We produce films, we direct, we edit. Studio Room 4 actually is the post-production side of it, and Central Film Studio is everything, the whole, the house of the productions. And today, for the past weeks now, we've been learning about editing, and the process we are still on. And today too, we have the day, so we should just make good use of it. Contact me if you want to do a project, and if you need my help. To direct, I direct. I do editing, and I write, and I'm a cinematographer. I operate camera, and I professionally into camera. I can direct your camera shot and everything for you. So if you need help, if you're in Ghana only and you need help in your filming in another stage, I'm not just talking about any filming. If you want to, do a standard filmmaking, we'll be glad, okay, to let her be on your project, and we are going to make something better from it. And you can also check stuff about me. I don't do much currently because I'm not all set. I've been working on short films, and some of the short films that I've worked on, some of them you see it on YouTube, but not quite followers, because I didn't personally open the YouTube channel for people to go there and watch. I did it to submit the links to some people, some of our partners across the country. If they want to go and watch it over there, it's not a lot of people, just few people. I would say 10. So the subscribers over there is not much, but when you go there, you see stuff that we do, practicals that we do. We train characters, we train crew, we do a lot of things there. So you can check out on our page. If you just go there and watch some of our things, yeah, fine. Today, let's just focus, on the things that we want to do today. Today, we are looking at the workspace of Premiere Pro when working on a particular side of this whole edit. When you defaultly launch Adobe Premiere Pro, this is the interface that you see. The same lineup over here, the things that you need to know, they are all here, and everything you need to know about Premiere Pro are here. And that is not what we're looking at. This is the first, and this workflow is called editing. So in Premiere Pro, if you launch Premiere Pro for the first start, the first open place that it will give it to you, it is the editing interface. And when you look at the editing interface, this is how it looks like. Okay, the timeline is here, the program, the other things, and effect control and other things, all things that you need. This is actually the layout. And when you go to assembly, editing simply means when you are ready to do your editing. Okay, when you are in the times of like what we are doing here, this interface, Adobe thinks this interface, it's okay for you, it's really cool for you when you are doing editing, and you have enough space on the timeline to do your stuff. And that is it. That is the workflow when you're doing editing. And when it comes to this side, it's called the assembly. The assembly simply means that when you're starting your editing, you need to be doing your what? You need to be importing your file, and Adobe thinks this format or this layout is perfectly for you, to give you convenient place to import all of your files, and it will help you to know everything that you have on your clip, you understand. So basically that is it. So when click on this, like, it's going to give you enough room to be showing all of your files in the folders and everything. And yes, it's perfect place. Okay, so you need to learn about that. So the things over here is not anything. Okay, it has been arranged in the process of you doing the editing. So beginning of our tutorials or lesson, I told you that before you can start editing, you have to be doing importing and other thing assembling, and this is how the interface for assembly for Premiere Pro default and the editing tool is like this, and that is what you have been using so far, so you are kind of familiar with it. So when you see the interface change a little bit, don't get confused. Everything you need in the workstation is still there, and when this place is also meant for when you are ready to do your color grading. This space is just perfect. Adobe thinks that this place, when you're here and you're doing your color grading, the space over here helps you to access every effect that you need for your color grade, and it's kind of cool. Yes, it's kind of cool. We've not get into color grade yet, but I'm showing you the what do you call it, the layout, so that when we get ready to be doing adding grading to our pictures and everything, when you come to this place, it won't be a new thing to you. So that is when, if you're ready to do color grading, you click on the color grading layout, and it will give you that. And when you're applying effects on your clips, effects like the motions and other things like what do you call it, the transition effect and other preset that you want to add to it, it's also Adobe made a nice interface for it, so that you accessing this effect and other bars that you need for your editing, it to be really easy for you to be doing this kind of things. You know, the loading is becoming kind of tough, and this is the effects control. Let's say, let me restart it, I don't know, reset layout to effects. Now when we are doing the effect stuff, Adobe thinks that this layout is perfect for you. When it comes to this point, you have this, you have that, and when it comes to this, you have the effect. So accessing the effect is easily for you, and you have a lot of things to be playing around. That is it. And when you're working on audios, when you're editing, you're touching your audio, treating your audios, Adobe thinks that this work also flow is perfect for you. It's room and everything. It shows the major things in audio. Every single layout that you go there, when you go to editing, the basic things you need in editing, the workflow you need in editing is what it will give you. And when it comes to the audio side too, the flow you will be needing in the audios, that is what it will give you. So when you look at this place, you see audio mixer. So it's things that when you're doing audio mixing, the mixes and everything is really important to you, so it needs to pop up. That is what it has pop up. And then when you look at this point too, it says essential sounds and things that you'll be needing, the audio effect and other things that you'll be applying, and some sound effect and ambient sound and everything also here, you understand. So if you want to be adding and editing the audio, this interface is just best for you. And when it comes to graphics, when you are doing graphics, which is text and other things, and the Premiere Pro, Adobe thinks that this workflow is perfect for you when you're doing your graphics, okay? And it opens the graphics area for you to have access to. This is a default place for you to be doing your changing stuff in Premiere Pro. But aside that, you can be creating your own in After Effects, or even in Premiere Pro you can be making your own graphics, okay? So this interface too is for graphics. And library, it gives you the access to search, have access to Premiere Pro, things that it has. Maybe you've connected your Adobe account to Creative Cloud, and that is going to help you to have access to everything that you're doing in the Creative Cloud. If you're connected to the internet, it will just show the stuff over here to you, and it thinks the workflow like this helps you. So you see, as you can see, the timeline over here becomes smaller. You can't be doing it editing, you'll find it difficult. Now, as I told you, continuously, when you look at this side, it's not part, okay? In any Adobe application that you open, you won't see something like this, okay? This is actually my setup, a setup that I did for myself, okay? I think when working, this interface is best for me when I am editing. It gives me enough room for the timeline so that I can work all my stuff, and this place, I think it's convenience for me, so I created, or I made the layout myself, so that when I'm working, I know which place to go, which place to take this, I have access to this, and this is my own. So I think if I'm editing this, it is convenient. So next time if you see me using this kind of layout, don't get confused. It's normal. Everything that you need in Premiere Pro, it will give it to you. And even if you are using some things here, let's say let's come back to the default layout, and you think you're looking for some things in it, you can't find them. You could see some bars over here, which is the places that when you go you see a lot of things, something like Windows. When you go to Windows, there's a lot of effect that is not popping up. Okay, so if you need certain effect, you just look for the effect or the kind of panel that you're looking for that it is not showing. You click on it and it will just pop up for you in anywhere. Example, let's say I want to bring the caption, or let's say I want to bring let's say add say capture. Okay, when the capture doesn't show, but when I go to window and I activate the capture button, it's going to just pop up here like this for me, and I'll just do have access to it. So that is it. Okay, everything that you need in Premiere Pro, everything is set. So you can also just take your time and just go through each and every bars over here to know what is there. When it comes to help, it's all about, you know, Adobe. Okay, I already have signed in Adobe with my account. I have the account and I'm editing. So when it comes to this point, you have everything over here. When it goes to Windows, everything, every effect or project or panel in Premiere Pro, it's here. So when it comes to this point, you can activate them if you are not seeing them. Okay, when it comes to graphics, in the previous, when we click on the graphics layout, the things that is not showing, when you click in this place, it's going to give you this. Okay, that's when you want to add fonts and motion template to connect in the internet, and you have a lot of access to it. Okay, and I'll come to markers, everything you need, even shortcuts, doing a lot of things. The mark in, I saw at which using this kind of things, this place like this, with Premiere Pro, when it comes to markers, it will just give you access to the same thing over here. So the things that you're using on the layout or the timeline over here, it also have the same keys placed in this place. So it gets time and go through each and every one here. And when it comes to sequence, that's where you can be creating your sequences and other things, zooming in and effect that I taught you on the timeline. The short keys are all here. Okay, so instead of just coming here to locate and be doing other things, that is why I show you a simple way of doing it on the timeline. And come to clip, every short key about the clip is here. So when you want to find something, you just come to this place and just boom, you change your stuff, edit everything you need for your edit, adding your effect and editing, removing this stuff, and they are all here. The shortkeys are all here. So get time and go through and file. When you want to import and save your files and all that things and stuff, that is it. Okay, so that is all for today on Premiere Pro. So we just look at the interface. Okay, so next time when you see us using an interface, don't get confused. It's the same way to Premiere Pro, and everything you are doing there, it's the same. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Nanakusi Eye, and I'm from Studio Room 4 and Central Film Studio, and this is Go in 5 YouTube channel. We learn about editing. Let me know what you think by leaving your comments below, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that I will know whatever is going through. Let's share, and if you have some creative piece you want to share with us, you're welcome, and let's do this. We want to better the film industry of Ghana, so if you're here, make sure you share the link for a friend, for the friend of another friend, to have access to the platform so that we all will learn. We're not going to talk about editing here. With some time, we'll be looking about camera and other things, directions, understanding of filmmaking and everything. We are going to do it on this channel. But for now, we are focusing on editing. Okay, so anyone who loves to edit, or anyone who wants to know how a movie is being played on TV, like seen on TV, the process it goes through and everything, this is the platform for you. Come on, share the link and let's have fun. Let's try to make awesome life. And see you in the next video.